It happens when that first warm day comes around 40 degrees. The sap rises up to feed the buds. But if it chills off below freezing, it all comes back down again. And it's while it's passing your tap on the way up or the way down that it'll come out the tap and into your bucket.
Bill and Lori Martin have been in the maple syrup business for nearly 40 years. While there are many new techniques to this New England tradition, the Martins prefer to keep it old-fashioned.
There is a tubing system, modern tubing system today, but we still do it the old bucket way, and it seems to work for us. Well, we tapped some old farm trees that were put in the standard property on Cherry Lane and Old Blue Hills Lane. Were planted by the roadside way back in the 1800s, and now they're big trees.
But what makes this syrup so much better than its competition?
The difference is we collect the sap, and within probably 10 to 15 hours, that sap from that collection is on that boiler. Totally fresh. Comes off the boiler, gets heated down there, packed within hours, really, the sap begins processed. And in the big operations, what they do is they collect the sap, and sometimes for a week they'll collect the sap, put it under ultraviolet lights to kill the bacteria. Then they use what they call RO, or reverse osmosis machine, to suck off all the water. And then the last batch, maybe when people are visiting the sugar house, they'll boil it up and do it for show.
And while the local syrup is always in high demand, Bill and Lori agree that making money is not the point of their operation.
It is a gift. I mean, you give it to people that have done wonderful things for you during the year, or people who just need a little uplift. It's a commodity, and I use it mainly at Christmas time, but other times of the year, it's just our way of saying thank you.
The entire process demands constant supervision, but even more dedication.
You have to have a lot of patience and a lot of work cutting the wood and feeding the fire.
There's something about it when the season's almost ready to come, I begin to get like grouchy or something. I just like pace around and it's kind of like the sap seems to rise, and until I put those taps in, I'm not happy. So it's just one of those things, I guess, when you've done it for 40 years, I guess it becomes part of your life.